Hello everyone, it's Old Guardian here. In this Warcraft Rumble Heroic campaign guide, I'm going to show you how to defeat Tideress in Ashenvale. The heroic version of Tideress largely follows the same rules as the regular version of Tideress. At 50% health, Tideress is going to submerge for multi-lane counterattack. So once Tideress reaches 50% health, Tideress is going to submerge, 3 water elementals will spawn that can only attack ground units, they cannot attack air, and they're going to attack all lanes. In the heroic version, once you kill a water elemental, it's going to split apart into smaller droplets and continue the assault. Other than that, there's 2 code veins in the map. Both are guarded by towers that are under Tideress's control at the start, and there is a chest, and that's also guarded by a tower. So what are you to do? Basically, you have 2 options. Either you can play a regular game, Tideress will submerge, he will defeat the water elementals and the droplets, and then Tideress will re-emerge, and then you will kill Tideress. Alternatively, it's also possible to kill Tideress in the submerged state. If you have enough DPS, there's going to be a large, pulsating, really damaging AoE here, so that one is not easy, and you need some talents and some levels. I have done that with a level 16 team, so a yellow difficulty team. That can be done with talents at that point, but other than that you have to follow the rules of engagement and kill the water elementals first and then Tideress. So for the water elemental plan, you want to take all 3 towers. Once you have taken all 3 towers, that gives you a little bit of defensive leeway, and from there you're then going to push Tideress to half health and have it submerge and then defeat the incoming waves. Much of the difficulty of the map comes from surviving the opening attack, and there's a couple of variations of that opening attack, so you may need to practice it a couple of times to get it just right with each different opener that there is. In addition to just surviving the opening attack, it's important to not put too much power against Tideress early on, so that you won't put it below 50% health before you are ready. Then there's the cheese plan, the plan to kill Tideress while it's submerged. In that plan, you just push through a tower. I prefer to do that with Banshee, taking a Molten Giant, so sometimes the Molten Giant comes right here and then it's simple to push there, but sometimes you may need to push from the side and it will take a little while longer. But you make a strong push, and then you use lots of poisonous units, ranged meat wagons, and finally cheat death when Tideress submerges, so that you will have enough damage to just kill it. Meat wagon with range is outside of the pulse, so it can shoot at Tideress even when Tideress is submerged. Everything else is going to die in short order unless there is a cheat death on. But I will show you both ways to defeat Tideress in this video. First, the regular way, and this army works with all leaders. You don't have to deploy a leader, it also works without any talents, and I've done this with an average level of 14.4, so it works pretty underleveled as well. I'm using Drake, Pyromancer, Harpies, Quillboar, Banshee, and Batrider. So a lot of flying units because those water elementals and droplets cannot shoot air. So a lot of flying units are being used here to defend. Then Banshee is here mostly to grab Molten Giants, but sometimes you may end up catching something else as well. Note that if you try to grab a Prowler with that, Prowler charge will kill the Banshee, so you have to let the Prowler charge into something else first and then deploy the Banshee to take that one. I have Quillboar, which is instrumental for my assaults, because mostly I'm taking towers by using some of the DPS minis and then Quillboar to distract the tower, and I will take the tower, or I will take towers with captured Molten Giant, put some DPS behind it and take the tower. Just be careful not to attack Tideress too much too early, so you don't want to deploy too many minis going for the center tower first, for example. Then take all 3 towers, push Tideress to 50%, defend. You have all sorts of minis to defend the various lanes, and then push again and win the game. Or if you want a strategy that ignores mechanics, then this is what I've been using for that one. I have Poisonous Harpies, I have Meat Wagon with range, I have Pyromancer. Talent doesn't really matter, Pyromancer is here to protect my minis from air attacks. I have Banshee that makes whatever it steals full health, and I have very, very poisonous Plague Farmer, and then I have Cheat Death. And with these minis, you can just blast through and kill Tideress even while it's submerged. And I'm also going to show that in the third gameplay section. And this is what it all looks like in action. Alright, let's go. We'll send an assault squad in that direction. Then I'll put a Drake to defend here. And then we will Banshee the Molten Giant. Yes. So far so good. Molten Giant and Pyromancer will hold. Get to mine. Alright, we're mining. Good, we have a good push going. Wonderful. We're sending out some harpies. Go to the Pyromancer. The Molten Giant coming that way. I'm going to steal it. Right, I will get the gold. There's the gold. There's the steel. Alright. Towers are mine. Tideress has submerged. Time for defense. Defend. Destruct that one a little. The defense is holding. The defense is holding everywhere. That's beautiful. Defense holds. Next up we will press the attack. And Tideress goes down. Boom. Phew. Let me see. A little slow with the quill bore there. So far it's not too bad. The base is reasonably healthy. Still like what I'm seeing here. Well, now the base is definitely not healthy anymore. That was tough. Whoa. Yeah, that base is now way dead, too dead. Will not be possible to survive this. Unfortunate. The next unbound that's going to be sent is going to kill the base. Yeah, and this unbound is going to be sent as soon as any towers fall when the submerge happens. As soon as that happens, the tower falls. There's going to be an unbound. So not much should happen anytime here. I've tried to position everything so that I'll be able to hold as much as possible. But no, apparently that failed. The harpies went too far and died. And that was a problem. Now they got a tower down. And that means there's going to be an unbound at my base. No, maybe not, because I got the tower back. Okay. And that tower back was so incredibly important. Can't even describe how important it was. It's a victory. Maybe some of this stuff is a little bit too expensive. That's my molten giant. Yep, mine. So far, so good. Oh, that molten giant is going to explode and kill the harpies. That's unfun. I have more harpies coming. And we're going to cheat death. Boom. That's what I'm talking about. Thank you for watching. Click like and subscribe if you enjoyed this, and a special thanks to all of my Patreon supporters, YouTube members and Twitch subscribers who make all of these videos possible.